Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today comes my first movie soundtrack review and we are starting with a movie that just came out, Deadpool. Before we get started, I want to remind you that this is simply my opinion on this soundtrack. We all have different thoughts on it and I would gladly hear your ears in the comment section down below. I also want to add that I will try my best to simply focus on the soundtrack without going into spoilers territory for the movie. I believe talking about soundtrack can be a lot more tricky than talking about an album. The main reason being that usually a soundtrack goes along with a movie, a TV show, etc. and you have to incorporate what the movie brings to it and vice versa. So here I am talking about the first soundtrack review on this channel and I decided to start with the movie Deadpool that I saw very recently. What I like about this soundtrack is that just like Guardians of the Galaxy, another superhero movie, it incorporates a classic soundtrack composed here by Junkie XL and songs that help bring the mood into the movie. This all creates a good mix of seriousness and silliness that is like 90% of what Deadpool is all about. I actually found surprising while listening to this soundtrack that it's a very serious soundtrack here. And at first if you listen to it like I did, you feel like it doesn't really belong with a movie like Deadpool considering the tone of the movie itself. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that this seriousness given to it can be interpreted as something very ironic. I mean, some of the scenes are so typical for a superhero movie, whether it's the inspiring and hopeful melody or the superhero anthem that resonates. Everything with Deadpool makes it sound very silly. Deadpool is no superhero and through these themes, you might get fooled by them because they are reversing and making fun of superhero and comic book movie soundtracks this way. Just like Deadpool is an unconventional anti-hero, so is this soundtrack that ends up being itself so conventional that it seems out of place. But by being out of place, it tells you everything you need to know about Deadpool. There's also the prominent use of the bass that I thought was very clever and gave a bit of an edge to this soundtrack, almost poking fun or maybe paying homage at some 90s, early 2000s soundtracks. How about the songs of this soundtrack? I thought they fitted with everything else quite well. The Deadpool rap song is genius and is everything Deadpool is supposed to be. My only complaint about them really is that I felt there wasn't enough of them and I wished for more to be included in the movie. It really brings the mood up and the humor as well. In the end, I found Deadpool's soundtrack to be quite fitting for what it is. It plays well with the movie and the character without being too obnoxious, but I wished it took more risk at times, which is why I gave it 3 stars. Thank you for watching. Feel free to tell me if you enjoyed this soundtrack in the comment section down below. And don't forget to tell me as well if you'd like more soundtrack reviews on this channel in the future. As for me, I'll see you next time.